Thank you very much. Now we move on to the Canterbury Mayoral Forum midterm review report, and I will just briefly refer to this. As you know, under the Local Government Act, local authorities need to conclude a triennial agreement setting out how they will work together on a regional basis over the 3 years until the next election. And in our agreement, in Canterbury, this is set out in the Canterbury Local Authorities Triennial Agreement 2017 to 19. It mandates the work of the Canterbury Mayoral Forum, and a mid-term review of progress against the agreement is attached to the report. I'm happy to respond to any short questions that you might have in relation to this matter, but I think it's relatively straightforward. So I will move that we receive the report, and that will be seconded by Andrew. Okay. And is there any questions, Pauline?
Clarify. So in page 478 in item 4.
Sorry, what page?
478.
Yep.
Point 4, specific commitments in the triennial agreement. So continuing to implement the Canterbury Water Management Strategy. So how does that fit in with the work that the zone committees are committed to do? Because that's what they're there to do as well. So how does the Mayoral Forum work with that?
So the Mayoral Forum was the initiator of the Canterbury Water Management Strategy, and the zone committees are set up under that. So the zone committees are actually part of the Canterbury Water Management Strategy.
So therefore, do the zone committees report into the Mayoral Forum points? I don't.
No, we have a lead from ECAN who reports on it, and that changes over time. So, and I knew that you'd asked me a question. It would normally be the chair of ECAN that would provide that regular reporting. It's always on the agenda of the Mayoral Forum, and because the previous chair of the Mayoral Forum was Dame Margaret Baisley, David Cagle, as a commissioner, used to provide that report. And now one of the councillors of ECAN provides that report, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head, so I can check for you, but
the name, that's fine, just the process.
It is a regular reporting, yes.
And the other one is, in what way is the forum investigating the options for the Three Waters services in Canterbury?
Well, that was a specific commitment in the triennial agreement. So at the beginning of the triennial agreement, we said we would investigate options for the delivery of Three Water services in Canterbury, being very aware of the fact that central government were looking at it with some degree of interest, and it was also because we were going into the Section 17A review process that Christchurch City Council actually offered to do this work on behalf of the Canterbury Mayoral Forum, and did commence that work. It wasn't conclusive, and then we proceeded with our own work as part of our Section 17As, which were referred to your committee.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Sarah, did you?
Oh, no, actually, the step in between is the regional committee as well.
Yes.
But the zone committee is up to the regional committee and then through.
Yeah, but you don't remember the name of the person from ECAN? No, it's terrible. I'm embarrassed, but I'll find out the name. It's one of the women councillors.
Is it Claire?
Claire, yes. Claire's surname is? Mackay. Claire Mackay. So that's who is providing that regular reporting through on the Canterbury Water Management Strategy. Yanni.
Thanks. I just wondered if you had any information on what the on page 3 of 7 and page 480.
Sorry, which page?
480 in our agenda. It says that they've got an improved productivity contract with central government with Christchurch NZ for 5 years of $1 million. So I just wondered if you had any kind of information about what that's actually doing, and whether that's any funding additional that we need to well, if it's additional funding for Christchurch NZ, that includes the overheads, saving us money?
No, sorry, I don't have that right in front of me at the moment.
Okay, I was just keen to ensure that if there is a contract with government, like we do with other programs, that budget does cover some of Christchurch NZ's overheads, so that we're not just continually funding the expansion of Christchurch NZ.
No, it's not funding an expansion of Christchurch NZ. It's actually funding work that appropriately sits with them and would have sat with CDC.
You're not happy for that to happen, but it would be good to kind of know that, given that we're funding Christchurch NZ huge operational funding, that whatever contracts they signed with government did include some of the corporate overhead.
I'll have to check.
It comes to percentages. So we are a partnership with the government, and it's so important that we build on that and keep on that with Christchurch NZ, as you said prior to them, CDC. So nothing is fully funded by council with regards to relationships with government and others. So it's a partnership and percentage-wise.
Okay. Maybe we could just get some information back on what that thing is, including a budget and also just a kind of high-level understanding of what the increasing productivity actually is.
Yeah. It's part of the Canterbury Regional Economic Development Strategy. It's one of those strands of work.
Actually, I was just going to touch on something similar, because on page 483, better local services, and as a result of the meetings you've had, there's nothing really around economic development or anything like that from the regional point of view. And I think it's really important that we actually do more in that area.
The Canterbury Regional Economic Development Strategy has a number of strands, and each of the mayors takes a different lead. I chair the Mayoral Forum, but I'm not the lead of any of those strands, because those strands of work need to be supported and led, and I simply don't have the resources to do that myself.
Who chairs that?
You have...
who leads that part, I should say?
Which one?
The economic development stuff.
No, the Canterbury Regional Economic Development Strategy has multiple strands, and each strand has a different lead.
Right.
So I will send it out again. Councillors have been provided with this information, but I know that the influx of information that you receive is such that just pulling it out at any one time is a bit difficult. But the Canterbury Regional Economic Development Strategy did come through council, so it was reported to council. But anyway, I will provide that information. This has taken a lot longer than I thought it would.
I remember because we took out the irrigation clause.
Yes.
I think several.
No, that was our one, the Canterbury Economic Development Strategy. Christchurch, yeah. Anyway, I will put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. We've got 10 more minutes till morning tea. So